The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Mohamed Abubakar, has dismissed concerns that Nigerians will experience food shortage, restating the commitment of the government in managing erosion and desertification to ensure maximum support and increase in food production in Nigeria.
The devastating impact, damage and loss of lives and property due to flood is now becoming an annual event in many parts of Nigeria, and flooding often results in loss of soil fertility, agricultural commodities, that's crops, livestock and fisheries, and means of livelihoods to a lot of people in the country. To guide its interventions, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, in collaboration with relevant MDAs, carried out 2022 wet season agricultural performance survey of the country to provide empirical data as we support the amelioration of the adverse effect of floods and ensure increased food production in Nigeria. The immediate short and medium term are measures that will address this flood disaster. The following interventions are being implemented by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and our various partners to mitigate an anticipated disruption of food production and supply occasioned by the floods. 1. Conduct of an immediate need assessment of affected communities and farmlands in all the affected states based on available remote sensing report of the 2022 flooding. Distribution of assorted food commodities from the federal government's strategic grain reserve to the vulnerable and flood victims through the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, which is currently ongoing. Distribution of early maturing seeds, that is, of wheat, rice, maize, sorghum, cassava cuttings, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and agro-equipment to affected crop farmers across the country.
He equally mentioned that the ministry is currently assessing the flood situation while placing appropriate measures in place to strengthen and empower communities to strengthen their resilience to improve food security.
Distribution of subsidized agricultural inputs such as fertilizer, certified seeds, and agrochemicals to affected wheat, rice, and maize farmers for dry season farming under the Agricultural Transformation Agenda Phase 1 and public-based operations, that's PBO, across the 36 states and the federal capital using the redesigned National Agricultural Growth Scheme and agro-market technology delivery platform to address flood and emerging food security challenges. Also capacity building and distribution of improved pasture seeds and biofertilizer for reseeding of pasture fields affected by floods. Distribution of brooded broilers for restocking of affected smallholder poultry farmers. Deploy ongoing mass vaccination of animals to prevent incident of diseases outbreak that usually occurs after flood disasters. Also distribution of fingerlings, juveniles and other fishing and fishery equipment to fishermen and fish ports, as well as restocking of lakes, dams and reservoirs affected by flood with juveniles and fingerlings for post-flooding fish production.
He further reiterated the joint effort with other stakeholders, ministries and agencies in collaborating for the nation's agricultural development in food, nutrition and wealth creation.
Also collaboration with the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, to strengthen existing early warning system through anticipatory action programs to empower communities before incidents of flood with a view to building their capacity and enhancing their resilience. This will ameliorate and improve food security and reduce losses to farmers. Development of a flood mitigation and resilient plan for the country to reduce the impact of annual floods. Collaboration with the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, NAIC, to sensitize farmers on the importance of ensuring their farms against possible disasters such as flood, fire, and drought. Some of our ongoing activities to increase food production in the country generally. Some of the ongoing activities of the ministry in collaboration with relevant agencies of government to increase food production are as follows. A. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Interior to improve security on farm lands through the deployment of agro-rangers across the country. Agro-rangers are specially trained personnel that are supposed to provide security to make sure the farmlands are secure. B. Approval of 5 years tax break as an incentive to encourage private investment in the agricultural sector and increase food production, processing, and marketing.
Norma Omeje.